instead of suggesting something to help me. That was until my current therapist. She suggested that I could use something like a nightlight and place it by the closet. Then I asked if I could use something else, like something that could stick onto the walls. It was first these big glow-in-the-dark Dino stickers. I felt kinda silly about it first when I did put it up, but when I had my sleep paralysis, I was still scared but was now able to tell what was sleep and what wasn't, and gave me a sense of comfort. I changed the themes occasionally to dinos, planets, and now stars. For the past 7 years, it's worked for me. I moved out of my parents' home at 20 to live in an apartment with my friend who I met in college. I explained to her about my situation because we shared a room and there's only one closet. She understood me completely. She only ever left it open once when she came home from a night shift. She was remorseful and never did it again when she saw how bad I suffered from it. Now to my ex, we pretty much clicked when we met. Had similar hobbies, liked exploring new foods, it was fun. I also told him about my trauma. I asked that I didn't mind it being open during the day, but at night, it needs to be closed no matter what. He could still put or take something out of it, but to close it back up. He complied throughout the entirety of our relationship. It wasn't until a few months ago where he started to act very controlling. He would say small comments about certain foods I would eat, like how it's affecting my liver or something, and recommended other things. I brushed it off thinking he's just looking out for my health. It started getting to a point where he suggested I quit my job at one point when he finished college and moved in, but I told him that it'd be beneficial for both of us to be working. He never asked again. However, he did start asking things like if I could cook for him, even though I said I was tired from work. Would I stop working if he made enough money for the both of us, if I still wanted kids? I think he wanted to ask me to become a stay-at-home wife or mother, but I could be over-analyzing. On the night before we broke up, when he decided to test me, I had the worst hallucinations since I was a teenager. I wake up, see the door open, and start to imagine the man I saw all those years ago. When I woke the next day, it was around 4 a.m., I was able to move and started to cry immediately, to a point where I couldn't shed any more tears, and apart from the migraine from crying too hard, I felt a numbness. So when he woke up a few hours late, I waited for him in the kitchen, just honestly feeling tired. I didn't yell, just spoke in a monotone voice. I told him how I had one rule, and that was to close the door. He got defensive, saying he felt like I was lying about my trauma just to see if he would care for me. I told him to leave while I thought things over. I never ignored him, and he never texted me the whole week. But now I know for sure that there's no saving this relationship. And you can get your stuff from your brother. I already told him what you did. So good luck. I'll be moving in with my sister out of town. I'm not renewing my lease. I just want to be with people who actually support me.